So today we are going to discuss about complete what is a website, and at the same time types of websites, and what are the modules we have to learn to build a website. So first we have to know what is meant by website. In our regular life, we are using n number of websites. For example, if I want to read some newspaper also, simply I'm going to open here like enadu.net. I'm going to open some website. I can read the news. So if I want to watch some movies also, just I'm going to take that so directly one website www.abcd.com, like that I'm going to open the website. So that means if you are observing, so if you want to read anything also, if you want to watch anything also, simply we are going to open the websites. So what is meant by website? Website is a collection of web pages. It is a collection of web pages. So if we are opening any website also, internally we have a number of web pages. For example, see here, I'm opening here elearninfotech.com. If I'm opening here elearninfotech.com, if you are observing, we are getting here complete website we are getting. If I want to move to the about us, if I'm click on about us, it is moved to the about us page. If I'm click on the courses, it is moved to the courses page. That means if I'm click on every time, what happened? It is moving one page to another page. So now I'm going to open another website. You can just observe here. If I'm opening another website also, here we have again navigations. We can call it as a menu. If I want to move to the contact us, if I'm click on here, it is moved to the contact us page. If I'm click on here quotation, it is moved to the quotation page. If I'm click on about us, it is moved to the about us. That means here internally we have n number of web pages. What is meant by website? Website is a collection of web pages. What is meant by web page? Web page in the sense if you are opening anything in the browser, if you are opening anything in the browser, we can call it as a web page. So see here, so if I'm opening here some web page, this is one web page. If I'm click on here, so place the candidates, so this is another web page. If I'm click on contact, that is another web page. If you are observing, so if you are opening any website also, internally we have n number of web pages. Now I'm opening another website. You can observe here. Here also we have about us. If I'm click on courses, it is moved to the courses. If I'm click on contact, it is moved to the contact page. That means if you are opening any website also, internally we have n number of web pages. That is the reason website is a collection of web pages. What is meant by web page? If you are opening anything in the browser, we can simply call it as it is a web page. If you are opening Gmail also, in Gmail also we have n number of navigations, inbox, sent messages, drafts. That is called multiple pages. Internally we have multiple pages. So that's why we can call it as it is a collection of web pages. Clear now? What is meant by website? It is a collection of web pages. Web page in the sense if you are opening anything in the browser, we can call it as a web page. So we have two types of websites in the real time. So either that should be static or dynamic. We have two types of websites. One is static and second one is dynamic. First, we have to focus on here static websites. What is meant by static? Static is nothing but it is a fixed content. If I'm developing any website like a static, it is a fixed content. So here only for presentation purpose only. We can just take here only for presentation purpose only, nothing but if I'm running any business, if I'm going to start any business also, I'm going to build some website, I'm going to promote in online. So if you are build any website also, we are going to promote in online so that you will get the business. So that is the main motto to build the website. So static is nothing but it is a fixed content, only for presentation purpose only we are going to create the static websites. So it is a fixed content now. If you require any changes, what we have to do? So just simply we can contact to the developer. Why? Because the developer know complete coding knowledge. Developer has complete coding knowledge. Through the coding knowledge, they can do any kind of changes also. So static is nothing but it is a fixed content. Only for presentation purpose only we are creating. If you require any changes also, simply we can contact to the developer. So through the coding knowledge, they are going to do the changes. For example, I have some website. I want to know whether that is a static or dynamic. How we are going to identify it? If we have the extension .html or .htm, we can easily understood that is static website. So now you can observe here, I'm going to open one website. So this website, I want to identify whether it is a static or dynamic. How we are going to identify it? This is menu, no? This is navigation. You can just click on the navigation item. So whenever if we have the extension .html or .htm, we can easily understood that is static website. So if I'm click on about us also, what is the extension we have here? .html only. If we have .html or .htm, we can easily understood that is static website. So now I'm going to open another website. For example, elearninfotech.com I'm opening. I want to know this is static or dynamic. What we have to do? Just click on the navigation. You can click on the navigation. If I'm click on about us, see here about us.html. If we have the extension .html or .htm, we can easily understood that is static website. Understood now? So what is meant by static? It is a fixed content only for presentation purpose only we are going to design. If you require any changes also, simply we can contact to the developer. Why? Because they know complete coding knowledge. Through the coding knowledge, they can do any kind of changes also. For example, if you are observing, we have here our website. So in this website, I want to change my phone number. So if I want to change my phone number, or if I want to change some text also here, or if I want to change my logo, what we have to do first? We have to check whether it is a static or dynamic. So it is a static website now. If you know the coding, then you can edit do the things. But if you are unable to do the any coding here, you are unable to do any changes. That means only developer can do the changes. That is called static website. So in the real time, if you are checking any website also, most probably you will get the .html extensions only for static websites. This is also you will get for some websites, but this is old websites. 2000 before websites, you will get this extension. Currently, we are work with the HTML5 advanced version we are working now. So always you will get the extension, this one only. So 2000 before websites, maybe you will get the extension .htm. If you are observing .html or .htm, you can easily understood that is static website. Clear now? What is meant by static is clear. So what about a dynamic? Dynamic in the sense we have separated dashboard. We have separated dashboard. So through this dashboard, you can do any kind of changes also. If you require some post, you can post it. If you want to edit also, you can edit. If you want to delete also, you can do the delete operation without any coding knowledge also, you can do that. So how we are going to work with that, I will show you, just you can observe. So I will show you with a real-time example. Now I'm going to open another website. Here I'm going to open another website. If you are observing in this website, here we have like a procedures. Present here we have only general physician category only we have. I want to add another category here like a cardiology. I want to add some ABCD I want to add. If I want to add, what we have to do in the sense for dynamic websites, we have separate admin panel. We have separate admin panel. So here it is asking some username and password. Already I entered here my username and password. So with the help of username and password, I'm going to log in. You can observe here, it is showing here admin dashboard. So that credentials are very important. Why? Because if you are not mentioning the credentials, so directly you can do the changes now. So for security purpose, we have to maintain some credentials. If you want to access this dashboard, we have to know now admin credentials. Credentials is nothing but logins. Admin credentials we have to know. So whenever the authorized person is there, for example, some person is there, X person, we are going to give the credentials to directly for the X person only. We are not going to give like the credentials to all people. Why? Because you can do any kind of changes also if you are logging. So now I'm logging here. It is showing some option called add category. I want to add some new category. Previously, we have here only one category, that is general physician. No? I have to add another category. My category name is ABCD. And it is asking you have to choose one image also. No? So I'm going to select some image also. So now I have to go to here, some image. For example, here our logo is there. You can just select that logo. So you have to add that category. We are getting some notification, category added successfully. Whether it is added or not, we'll check. So just to reload your website, and you can observe here. See here, we are getting one category. If you are observing here, I'm not writing any code now. If I'm giving my username and password, directly you can do the changes now. That is called dynamic website. Dynamic in the sense, without any coding knowledge also, you can do any kind of changes. Best example is e-commerce websites. If you are observing e-commerce websites, today they are going to publish some products. Tomorrow they are going to add new products. Tomorrow they are going to update the prices also. They can increase the price and they can decrease the prices also. No? Again and again, they are not going to write the code. They have some dashboard like this. So directly they can log in. They can so directly add the product. If you want to delete this one, here you can observe here we have the edit and delete option also. If I want to edit, I'm going to edit. If I want to delete also, I can delete. Okay. So, and here one more option also there, add doctor. So for example, in this category, present there is no doctor profiles. Present there is no doctor profiles. I want to add one doctor here. Under which category? General physician or ABCD? ABCD category. Now we can go to the ABCD category, and the doctor name, just I'm giving some dummy information here. So enter details. I'm going to enter. After that, click on add doctor. So we got the notification, doctor added successfully. Whether it is added or not, we'll check. So just to go to your home page, you can observe here we have ABCD category. Previously we added. If I'm click on this one, so we'll check. Previously we don't have any doctor. Now the doctor is added here. So if you want to book the appointment also, you will get some pop-up and you can book the appointment. So that means if you are observing, if I want to add another doctor here in the ABCD, you can add another doctor also. No? That means n number of options you will get directly. You can do the changes. Now I want to delete this doctor. This is a live website. I'm going to delete this data. You can observe ABCD doctor. I'm going to delete. So doctor profile is deleted successfully. I want to delete the category also. Now you can just click on that one, category also deleted. You can go to your home page and you can just cross check. See here, there is no ABCD category. So that means if you are observing here, based on your client requirement, what they need, first we have to discuss with your client what they need. That kind of options only we have to build here. That is called dynamic. Understood now? I'm going to explain one more time, just you can observe. Dynamic in the sense, we have separate dashboard. You can observe, this is admin dashboard. We have separate dashboard. With the help of this dashboard, you can do any kind of changes also. If you want to do the access for this admin dashboard, you have to know the admin credentials. Logins you have to know. If you know the logins, you can do any kind of changes also. That is called dynamic website. So which kind of changes? You can post something, you can edit also, you can delete also. That is called dynamic website. If I want to build the dynamic website, so otherwise, if you want to understand whether that is the dynamic or static, what we have to do? If we have the extension .php, that is dynamic website only. .py, Python language. .aspx, .net. .jsp, Java. So if we have any extension like a PHP or a PY or ASPX or JSP, we can easily understood that is dynamic website. Now we'll move to this website. What is the extension you have here? .php. Nothing but, so here to build this website, I am using PHP language. So this is called static and dynamic. I'm going to explain one more time, just you can observe here. What is meant by website? Website is a collection of web pages. If you are opening anything in the browser, we can call it as a web page. So we have two types of websites, static and dynamic. Static is nothing but it is a fixed content. Only for presentation purpose only we are going to create. So if you require any changes also, simply we can contact to the developer. So through the coding knowledge, they can do any kind of changes also. How we are going to identify? If we have the extension .html or .htm, we can easily understood that is static. Clear now? Done. Then we'll move to the dynamic. So we have separated dashboard. If you require any changes also, you can just to log in and you can do the changes. You can post something, you can edit, or you can delete also. So if we have any extension, we can easily understood that is dynamic. Understood now? So this is about website and types of websites. If I want to build some static website, what are the modules we have to learn? So first we have to learn the HTML, then CSS, then JavaScript, then jQuery and Bootstrap. Finally, we have to launch our application. We have to know the web hosting. So we'll discuss step by step what is the use of these modules now. If I want to build any static website, we have to know the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, and the launching process also we have to know. If you are build any website also, master should have to launch that one. So for that purpose, we have to work with the web hosting also. So first we will focus on HTML. What is HTML? So by using HTML, we can create only the static websites or static web pages. Already you know what is static. By using HTML, we can create the static web pages or static websites. And HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. What is meant by markup language? So in markup language, each and everything we have like a tag format. How we are going to write the tags? By using angular brackets. That less than greater than symbols we have now, we can call it as a angular brackets. By using this angular brackets, we can write the tags and we can execute something. So for example, if I want to print something in the browser screen, technically this one we can call it as a layout. If you are opening anything in the browser, we can call it as a layout. If you want to display some image, we have to write some tag for that. So we have to write here image tag. Simply we can work with the image tag. If I want to create some table here, if I want to create the table, I have to work with here table tag. If I want to show some paragraph, I'm going to use the p tag for that. That means whatever you want to display in the browser screen, must and should you can use the tag for that. So here if you are observing, if I click on the home page, so it is moved to my home page. If I want to move like that also, we have to use some tag for that, that is anchor tag. If you are observing, here we have some image. I'm going to write the image tag. If you are observing, here we have some heading. I'm going to take the heading tag. If I want to do paragraph like this, I'm going to take the p tag. So like that, if you want to print anything in your layout, must and should you can work with a tag. Compulsory you have to use the tag format, then only you will get the output. If I want table, I'm using table tag. If I want to create some form, for example, in the contact page, if you are observing, here we have some form. We have some inquiry form. If you are observing, here also we are getting some form. If you want to do these kind of things also, must and should we have to write the tag for that. If I want form, I'm going to use the form tag. So that means in HTML, each and everything like a tag format, must and should we have to use some tag for that. So that is the overview of the HTML. By using HTML, we can design the raw layout, raw data or raw layout. What is meant by raw data? Raw data in the sense there is no proper look and feel. You can build the web page, but there is no proper look and feel. Directly you can design. If you want image also you can print. If you want table also you can write. If you want form also you can write. But there is no proper look and feel. But I want complete neat look and feel. For that purpose, we have to take the next module, that is CSS. What is the use of CSS? By using CSS, we can decorate the web page. Already we designed the web page by using HTML. So here what we are doing, only the decoration part only. Nothing but here complete styling part. So by using CSS, we can do the decoration of your web page. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. That name only it will describes we are going to apply styles for our HTML layout. Already we have the web page. For that web page only, we are going to do the styling part. How we are going to work with the styles? You can apply the text color. You can apply the background colors, font sizes, font families, different type of things we can apply. I will show you some examples for that. So now you can observe here. I'm going to open here some website, for example, our website I'm going to take elearninfotech.com. So if you are observing here already, we have some background color. I don't want this color. If I want to apply red color, what we have to do? So just I'm going to change here the color. Just I'm changing here only for preview part. This is not permanent change. If I'm doing again a refresh, it will so appear old color only. The permanent color you will get. This is only for preview purpose only. I'm changing here through the CSS. Now I have here only single color. I don't want single color. I want to apply mixed colors. So we can call it as a gradient. So now I'm going to take here background colon. I'm going to apply here some value. Forget about this property. You can just check the outputs only. Okay. So now what happened? Here we have the black color. Whenever if you are moved to the right side, what happened? So transparent color we are getting. I don't want transparent color. I want to apply here red color. If you are observing, so like left side is a black color, and whenever it is moved to the right side, we are getting here red color. I don't want like a left to right. I want to work with here top to bottom. What we have to do? So just I'm going to change some value. Now we can observe here. Top to bottom, the colors are mixed here. That means not only the background colors, if you want to work with the shapes also, you can build with the help of CSS. I will show you a few more examples, just you can observe. So here I'm opening one website. If you are observing, by default, it is in the round shape, that images. You can observe here, the three images are in the round shape. If I move the cursor, what happened you can observe. If I move the cursor, we are getting like a square shape. If you want to build these kind of things, we can work with a CSS. So if you are observing this button also, we have sharp edges. I want little bit rounded corners. If I want to work with the rounded corners, again you have to work with a CSS only. So now I'm going to take here border radius. I'm going to take CSS property. Now we can observe. Previously we have button should be like this. Now see here, the shape should be automatically changed here. If you want to build these kind of things, now we can observe here, again the shape is differentiated. If you want to work with these kind of things, we have to work with a CSS. So you can observe here, if I move the cursor, what happened? Some background color also, some layer also, we are getting these kind of things also we can build with the help of CSS. So by using CSS, we can apply the styles, nothing but shapes, under the same time hover effects, and at the same time font sizes, background colors, everything we can apply. If you are observing here, we have some heading, default size also we are getting some size. I want to increase the font size, simply we can work with here font size. Now I'm going to make it as 90 px. See here, the size is increased. If I'm doing here changes, you can observe here, if I'm decreasing, see here also you are getting the heading here. That means how you want, you can just decide and you can apply. That is called CSS. Understood now? By using CSS, you can do the complete so the decoration part only. That means simply we can say HTML is completely one skeleton. The person without any makeup, we can call it as a HTML. We can do the proper makeup for the web page by using CSS. So that is about HTML and CSS overview. Clear now? Done. Then we'll move to the next module, that is called JavaScript. By using JavaScript, we can perform here client-side validations. And at the same time, if you want to perform any calculations also. For example, I want some addition. If I'm writing some programming in HTML, 10 plus 20, we are getting output also 10 plus 20 only. But I want 30 as output, na? 10 plus 20 in the sense 30. That is calculation. If I'm writing the program in HTML, you will get as it is output. But if I'm writing same programming in the JavaScript, so what you will get? Output you will get here 30. By using JavaScript, you can perform the calculations as well as you can perform the client-side validations. What is meant by validations? We are going to check whether user enter valid information or not. I will show you one example for this one, just you can observe. Here I am opening one website. If you are observing, here we have some quotation form. Generally, user has to enter some information, so and they can check. In case if I'm not entering any data, just try to click on submit button. What happened here? Please enter your name. Please enter valid email ID. It is asking some validation messages. These kind of things we can apply with the help of JavaScript. So by using JavaScript, we can perform the validations. I will tell you one best example for the JavaScript form validations. If you are observing net banking password generation, so if I'm generating some password, it is asking one uppercase mandatory, one lowercase mandatory, one special character mandatory, and length also minimum we have to specify, maximum we have to specify. That kind of validations we have to perform with the help of JavaScript. In our regular life, we are using the form validation, but that is built with the help of JavaScript. We have to know that part. Okay. So by using JavaScript, we can perform the client side validations, and at the same time we can also perform the calculations. Why we are calling as a client side in the sense, whenever if you are programming execute in the browser end, we can call it as a client side. Actually we have server side also, but if you want to work with the server side, we have to take the backend programming language. We have to know the Python or PHP or .NET, Java, Node.js. We have to know that programming. Initially we are doing only static website. Now you can work with a client-side validation. By using JavaScript, we can work with a client-side validation, and at the same time, we can also perform the calculations. That is a small overview of the JavaScript. So main important point is only the validations only, whether user enter correct information or not. I will show you one more example also, just you can observe here. I'm opening another website. In the another website, we have here again some form. Here phone number is there now. If I'm entering number, there is no problem. Okay, it will allow. If I'm entering again number, it will allow. If I'm entering character, see here. If I'm entering any character, it won't allow. Why? Because internally we did some coding for that. If user enter only the numbers, you can allow. If user enter except numbers, any special characters or characters, any symbols also don't allow that one. So that means in the JavaScript only, again, we did the coding for that. So if you want to do these kind of things, just you can use the JavaScript for that. Understood, no? Then next we'll move to the another module, that is jQuery. By using jQuery, we can perform the animations. If you are observing any website also, if you have any movement, so we can call it as an animation. No? So if you want to perform any animation, you can just use the jQuery. So jQuery is not a separate programming language. It is a library of JS, JavaScript. It is a library of JavaScript. Generally, what is meant by library? Generally, if you are moved to any library, we have the books. We can read it and we can get some knowledge. We can utilize that one. So here also we have some predefined functions. You can just utilize that functions and you can apply any kind of animation also. For example, if you are observing in this website, we have here some image. After some time gap, what happened, we'll check. See here, automatically we are getting another image. Again, you can wait some time, you can observe. So what happened here? The images are moving, carousels. The images are sliding. If you want to work with this kind of thing, you can work with a jQuery. And scroll down and you can observe here. The numbers are automatically increasing here. If you want to increase these kind of things also, we can work with a jQuery. And here you can observe, I have some placement student candidates here. After some time gap, automatically that images should be moved here. You can just wait. Otherwise, if you want immediate action also, here already a specified arrow, you can just click on that arrow also. Now see here, so we are getting here. And if you want to move the student testimonials, like a feedbacks also, you can just move it and automatically also it will work. These kind of things. And at the same time here, so like a placement companies also, I mentioned here, if you want to move also, you can just move here. So these kind of things we have to build with the help of jQuery. I will show you another example also, you can observe. See the real time we have to understood here. So for each and every website, different animations. You can observe here. If you are observing this text, if I'm refreshing, see this content we are getting immediately, but the first line and last line, if you are observing, so after some time gap, you are getting. So these kind of things also we can build with the help of jQuery. See here, if I'm scrolling here, one after another we are getting. This is also built with the help of jQuery only. And see here, so if you are observing, we are getting some gray color on the layer image. If I move the cursor, you can observe version like a black and white and color photo, like that we are getting here. So if you want to do these kind of things also, we can able to perform with the help of jQuery and CSS. So this is the way we have to work with the animations. So you can perform advanced level animations also. Now you can observe here, see here, we are getting first the banner, and here see one by one we are getting. If I click on this one, second time you can observe, again you are getting the another style. See here, one time it is from left side, one time it is from right side, one time it is top, and next time you can observe here. If I'm click on every time also, see here, so that is called whole carousels. That carousel slides are different things. If you want to mention anything like advanced level also, you can mention, no problem. This is the way we have to work with a jQuery. So by using jQuery, we can perform the animation. It is a library, nothing but no need to write here manual code. Everything is predefined is there. Just you can take that one and you can customize. For example, here after 2 seconds, the images are moving. I want after 10 seconds. I'm going to change the timing mode. Remaining everything should be there. Just you can change the timing. You can change your images. You can change your content. That kind of functionality is available in the jQuery. You can use it. So by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, you can build one website. But that website is device friendly or not, you have to check. Why? Because after launching our application, so maybe user going to open in the desktop, or maybe they're going to open the laptop or tab also, or mobile also. User can use any type of devices also. Now we are not going to give the 100% guarantee they are using only the desktop. Maybe they're going to open in the laptop or tab or mobile also. So my intention is, if you are build any website also, compulsory the device friendly you have to maintain. It is like a desktop friendly, laptop friendly, tab also, mobile friendly also. If you want to build this kind of your device friendly website, we have to take here Bootstrap. By using Bootstrap, we can make the layout as responsive. Responsive is nothing but device friendly. You can work with any device also, that a device friendly I have to build. So if you are observing, I'm opening here some website. In this website, if you are observing, side by side, content and form we have. And at the same time, in each row, 4 courses we have. If I move to the mobile view in the sense, you can minimize your screen. If I minimize my screen, now see here, content, below the content we are getting form. But in the desktop, side by side we are getting. In the courses section, you can observe, one by one we are getting courses here. But if you move to the desktop view, what happened? In one row, 4 courses we are getting. That means based on your device size, it will automatically adjust it. So that is the use of Bootstrap. If you are developing any website, any application, 100% that is, so device friendly only how to build. Without device friendly, user unable to use and again. So we have to create a more user friendly features. That is the use of Bootstrap. So by using all these modules, we can build one website. That website you are going to maintain in your system only. But I have to access that system outside also. N number of people also I have to access. Why? Because I am running some business. I want to get some business. What we have to do? I have to promote my website. If you want to promote, we have to launch our website. So for launching process, we have to buy the domain. So www.abcd.com we have now. So that is called domain, that name of your business. So whether the domain is available or not, from where you have to buy the domain. And at the same time, that server space also, we can call it as a hosting. How we are going to find that hosting, which plan we have to purchase for the static websites. So these type of concepts, and at the same time, we have to work with webmail creations also. See here, info@hyderabad.com. So if you are joining some company ABCD, your name is Rajesh. Rajesh@abcd.com. They are going to give the webmail. So like a professional mail IDs, they are going to give now. How we are going to create the webmails. And at the same time, in case your site is affected with a malware, or in case your site is hacked, at the time how we are going to relaunch your application. This entire process we are going to learn in the web hosting concept. As a fresher level, no need this one. So why? Because that is a server. If you are doing any mistakes also, the sites are not working. You have to take care of that one. So in the MNC companies, if you are working in MNC companies, if you have 10 years experience or 15 years experience also, they are not giving any credentials to you. They have separated team called build and release management team they are going to maintain. In case if you are working the startup companies, if you have experience 2 years or 3 years, they will give you the credentials, server credentials, server logins they will give. So if you know all these modules, you can build the layout design, complete static website. You can design and you can launch that one. That is about so complete static website design. Along with this, you have to know some tools and techniques also. If you know that tools and techniques, then only you are able to perform. For example, so now I'm going to build this website. Generally, if you are open this website in the mobile, so online people just to open our website in your mobiles, so that you will get that functionality also. So for offline people, I will show you the so this website. Just you can online people just to open our website in mobile, elearninfotech.com. If you are opening our website in the mobile, so here we have the call functionality now. Generally, if you want to call this person, what you are going to do, you have to copy this mobile number and you have to move to the dial pad and you can paste it. That is the functionality you have to do generally. But you can observe here, if you are click on this icon, just you can open in the mobiles. That website you can open in the mobiles and you can observe here. If I'm click on this icon, it is asking directly call. If I'm click on here call, so directly we are getting mobile number. These kind of features we have to apply in the real time. So client won't ask, I want these kind of features. See here, if I'm click on this one, so this is laptop now. That is the reason it is showing. So call this number from your phone. It is showing. If I'm opening in the phone, directly it will move to the dial pad only. And if you are observing here, WhatsApp integration we have. So this is called third party plugins. If you want to work with any real time website, apart from theoretical part, the real time, we are concentrated on the real time. See here, maybe your client asks, I want some WhatsApp integration. How we are going to do these kind of integrations? So after our course, we are going to focus on these kind of things also. So and at the same time, we have to work with some international client projects also. Now you can observe here, generally our domains are .com, .in, .org, .net like that. So, but here I'm opening some website. So that website is omnamo.at. At in the sense Austria. If you are observing, just read it, this one. You are unable to read. Why? Because that is in the German language. If I'm click on here English, what happened you can observe. It is converted into English language. So actually we don't know German, but how we are going to do these kind of websites. In startups or in MNCs also, you will get international client projects also. We have to handle this kind of things also. We have to concentrate on these kind of things also. Clear now? And I will show you some tools so that you will get more clarity. The real time, I'm showing up to now the theoretical definitions we discussed now, but coming to the real time. So as a experiment person, what they're going to do, I'm showing here. For example, here I have some faculty table. Here we have the faculty table. So if I want to write some code for this one, what we have to do? Table tag we have to take. So to design the table, here we have almost 52. Sorry, here we have 69 rows, and at the same time 6 columns we have, or 5 columns we have. So for this one, I'm not going to write the code. Just I'm going to use some tool here. So in this tool, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to paste the table. Anyway, we are getting that data from our client only. Why? Because we don't know their faculty information. They are going to send, you can observe. What happened here? The code is auto-generated. If you are writing manually, so 500 lines of code, you will get like a nearly half day to 1 day time. But here what happened? So within 1 minute, we are getting that, right? So not only these kind of things, a number of tools are there. I will show you all these things once we are entering to our course. So as an experienced person, they are going to do each and everything within short time only. How they are going to do these kind of tools, they are going. You know coding, but each and every project contains some deadline. Within the deadline, you have to submit that one. So for that one, we are not going to write. So you know table code. If you want to write the 500 lines of code, you will get 1 day time mandatory you will get. So but here 1 minute only we are getting now. You can copy that and you can run it. If I want some points also, just you can observe. I want some points like this. If I want some points like this, you can observe. Whether you will get the same output or not, we'll check. I want this output. Already we are getting code also. I'm going to check that one. Whether you are getting the same output or not. Just for our understanding purpose, I'm going to write the code here and I'm going to run this file. Forget about how to write, how to execute all these things. Just you can observe. You are getting same output or not. So these kind of things we are going to apply for our real-time projects. Understood now? So this is complete static website designing. So if you know all these modules, you can apply your profile as a web designer. You can apply as a UI technologies or web designer or front-end technologies. So along with this course, we have to concentrate on here 5 live projects. So first project I'm going to start from the scratch to end up to finishing. Okay, but remaining 4 projects. So if you are working some company, so your project manager is there. They're going to give some requirement to the team leader. So team leader will explain complete details like a project requirement, how the client required. So I will explain like that. You can just build that 4 projects your own. If you are facing any issue also, I will help you on that. So this is complete course along with the resume preparation, interview questions, mock interviews, everything will conduct that one. And so recorded videos also you will get. You can just watch that videos again. And each and every class I will give you the assignments. You can just practice that assignments and you can submit that assignments also in the next class. So we have to review that assignments also. This is complete overview of the static website design.